Hey pals, welcome back to Cozy Chaos Lifestyle Channel. My name is Christian and here is Caitlin. And what we wanted to do is just talk a little bit about why we decided to go the path of, creating various types of content and kind of start on this journey just this past week. So both of us, we do have full-time jobs, but we've found, especially recently, that working for various corporations and just trying to get ahead, no matter the quality of your work or the quality of worker that you are and what you can bring to the table. Sometimes, especially when it comes to profitability and where corners can be cut when they do get their hands on people that can produce, you tend to be left behind. And no matter what you do to kind of put yourself forward there, uh, sometimes it feels like you can't make it any further than you already are. And so you find yourself going in, day out, not really making any type of progress. And, as things happen around you, it can be exhausting and it can be a little much. So what we found is we can either just crash out from our responsibilities and um, being at a standstill in our professional lives, or we can do something about it. And so this is what we decided to do. Decided to just move forward with kind of taking things under our control, and uh, that's why we're here. Now, one thing that we do want to do is we want to be able to, foster a community, growing community of like-minded individuals, and really even extending beyond that, individuals of all sorts, because our personal experiences is that we do have struggles with mental illness, the both of us, and so that makes it extra difficult in situations where you feel like you have total lack of control. And we really want to be able to bring that to the forefront, discuss kind of the things we go through, hear from all of you out there. We know everyone uh, has a potential struggle from some sort of mental illness that makes living just a little more difficult for them. And sometimes it's just good to have a place to come to where you can talk about it and you can have people listen, have people actually care. And that's what we want to do. And so we want to strive for full transparency, full honesty, and just kind of go with that in developing this community. And the way we want to do it, and one of the things we'll be doing on here, is just filming things that we enjoy doing, because life is about living. It's not just about working and getting that next thing. And so we want to get out of our shells and get out of the house at times and really go out there and show that there is the possibility of being able to live and enjoy life, and not just dwelling on the struggles that happen internally or externally through our professional lives. And so really finding that balance. And it'd be great also just to hear from people to see how we can kind of take that power back and go out there and really enjoy things, get some examples, get some recommendations, and take you all on that journey as we try these new things and have these new experiences. And along this journey, many of you may have already seen with all of our shorts uploads, we do have two crazy little fur babies that are also joining us on this journey. And you'll most likely see a little more of them as they come into the picture. And, we'll do some things with them, things that we're looking forward to. One of those things is in the fall, once it cools down and we don't have to worry about their little paws burning up, is taking them on walks that we'd love for you all to join us on. And so that's just an example of some of the things we'll be posting. We already have some activities lined up for the fall that we're looking forward to, trips to a pumpkin patch, to maybe some Halloween pop-up events around our city. So
Trying
that
out different restaurants.
absolutely, and take you along for those as well, and give you just our feedback on those places. And another thing we're going to be doing is streaming games. One of the things that kind of brings us together is gaming, and so we'll be doing that on Twitch. And we also want to be able to talk about just different forms of media that we enjoy and that we ingest. So if we can make it to the movie theaters, maybe give you some movie reviews, our thoughts on the latest flicks out there, and maybe even watching some classics and just having conversations surrounding those and putting our little spin on it. So we do hope that you can subscribe and definitely like our videos if you can, just to get us up there, and keep coming back. And we know that we do want to be very flexible in the content that we do put out there, so it's not going to be just centered around one specific thing. It's going to be pretty broad, and so we hope that there's something for everyone. And we always appreciate the views, and we look forward to having just more for you. Another thing we do want to document on here for you all is one thing we both struggle with is our weight, and especially our feelings internally towards our weight. And so we do want to get a lot more active now and bring you on that journey as well, because we want to be able to go out and not feel tired and not feel like we can't do much, even though we can sometimes get by with saying we're feeling comfortable with where we're at right now. But one of those things that I, especially myself, do obsess over is wanting to just get healthier, get more active, and be consistent with it. I do a lot of starting and stopping, and so with the being able to document it here, hoping to keep track of that and really make consistent progress and keep moving forward with that. And along the way, we will be having discussions regarding our specific diagnosis that we have between each other, how it impacts our daily lives, and things we'd like to do to grow and better cope with those diagnoses that we have and the struggles that they present. And so we'll have more of that for you, and various other things like cooking. And
one thing that we will try to do is have daily vlogs, and this will include like mental health check-ins, just kind of going over how our mental health impacted us that day, and give you the full rundown of the situation. Because we do have some crazy stories, especially myself. And we hope that you enjoy.
Long-term goals is we do hope to eventually be fortunate enough to go on vacations and be able to bring you along with us with some travel vlogging. That's something we haven't done in a very long time. Sometimes we can go weeks without even leaving the house, and that's something that we definitely want to change as well. And shorter term, we do want to come up with a little cozy setup. That's something that brought us together originally, is just our desire to be cozy and just have our own little safe space where we could exist with all the noise from the outside world not really intruding and ruining that. And so that's something that we want to develop, and we hope that you do stick around so that you can see that development. And truly, we just want to, if we can, provide inspiration, because this is something that we have thought about doing for a while, and there's always a reason not to do it or to push it off. And I think right now that we've reached a point where we aren't going to just go with the status quo anymore. We're going to put in that effort, and we're going to try to bring you all ourselves as much as we can, and hope that you enjoy and that you do comment so that we can read those and respond to you as individuals, and just have discussions that come out naturally from the content that we do put on here. And if you can, we are also on Instagram and TikTok, Cozy Chaos Lifestyle. can find us there, and on Twitch, Cozy Chaos Gamers. Well, thank you all for watching, and we do hope that you enjoy our cozy little setup that we are planning on getting up and running within the next couple of weeks here. Well, thank you so much. Again, my name's Christian. This is Caitlin, and we'll see you soon.